What's up? It's Phoenix Bars, the Paradigm Killer, once again. And y'all see the title, cause I need to clear up. I need to clear up a lot of this shit, and that's just what I'm doing, you know. And I'm just going to tell you what a lot of this shit really means, not what you were told, not how you feel. I'm gonna tell you what this shit really means, and I'm gonna try to remember to do the shout out to the end, and let me just go in. Phoenicia, it's a Greek word, so to be honest, we don't even really even know what the Phoenicians or whatever you want to call them actually called themselves. That's a Greek word. That shit is late. You're believing what the people who were late to the party. What's up, same dude? We're believing the people who were late to the party and what they said. So it was classified an ancient Semitic civilization. We see what we think Semitic is. It actually is not. They are the latecomers. They late to the party. So what you think Semitic is, if when you really start to study, you're going to find out probably is not Semitic. Let's keep going. This what they when they talk about Phoenicia, they're talking about the coastlines of what is now Lebanon, Israel, Giza, Syria, and southwest Turkey, and later Carthage. That's what they mean when they're talking about Phoenician people, or they're talking about Phoenicia people. So let me try to keep going, get into some more information. The civilization spread across the Mediterranean from 1500 BC to 539 BC. So this is going back to my point. At this point, 1500, the word Semitic didn't even exist. I don't really understand what people argue over this Semitic thing when it is a late. It's just late. It's just a late. People coming in late and trying to promote themselves or trying to add themselves into it. That's what's being done. So let's keep on going. Cyrus the Great, or whatever you want to call him, Cyrus the Great conquers Phoenicia in 539 BC when it ends pretty much. And what y'all gotta understand about history, like they always say, the victors write history. And they keep the true history for themselves. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We gotta look for this stuff. And we have the benefit to have access to the information. In the past, nobody has had access to the information like we have access to the information now. We can look up anything. Look, I wish I could see these books stacked up around my phone. So much information is available to us. Look at it. That's it. Stop being caught in a box and look at the information for itself, and let the information speak for itself. The Phoenician alphabet beginning in 1050 BC, it was fully developed by 1000 BC. Come on. I've heard people say basically language, the Phoenicians helped. Well, they probably not lying. The Phoenicians probably helped the oppressive race later come in and formulate language. Yes, but they didn't start, or they didn't father nothing. 1050 BC, and it wasn't fully developed into 1000 BC. The Phoenician alphabet, which is supposed to be one of the oldest. So these people are just lying. These people are just lying. Let's keep it moving. The high point of the Phoenician civilization was around 1200 to 800 BC. And its decline was from about 539 to 65 BC. Once Cyrus and once, declined through the Persians and the Macedonian rule Alexander. So once Cyrus kind of took the first piece out of the Phoenicians, and then the Persian, and then Alexander and the Ptolemaic, they came back. They came in and finished everything off. That's what happened in history, family. That's what happened in history, and that's what history tells us happened. So we gotta stop believing what is told to us. We really do. That is our Achilles heel. We're believing people who we believe the people who it's in their best interest to lie to us. Why are you gonna believe it? Like, why are you gonna believe a con man when you know he's a con man? And we should know that the government, that there's hierarchy, Queen Elizabeth, whoever you don't fuck with, they're fucking liars. If you pay attention, they're oppressing us. Let me try to keep going. The Phoenicians were known for a certain purple color garment and the purple dyes that they had. And that's, if you want to know what the purple looks like, you just look into Greek culture and what the hierarchy war in the Greek culture, because at the very high levels, they were mixing in with these Phoenicians because they had money and they controlled the trade routes. Like I always talk about, control of the trade routes is what opens you up to even knowing anything. You can't know anything being stuck in the middle of a landmass. If you're not plugged into the caravans of trade, or if you're not plugged into the port cities, you're really not you can't say, in a way you can't say you're truly intelligent. You can't say you know anything, because that's where, you can't know everything staying in a box. And that's why I'm the paradigm killer. You can't know everything staying in a box, family. We have to get out of the box and start to see. I'm not saying totally adopt what everybody else is saying. I'm saying stop being stuck on yourself and listen to what is going on so you can see if there's any truth in it. If you learn how to build your discernment, you'll be able to know, he's lying to me. He's talking shit. He just like to hear himself talk. Or damn, he's telling me the truth. Or he's at least telling me what he knows to be truth. Let me look into it. Why don't we want to look into this? According to what? What you mean according to what? According to what? So, back to these purple garments. The purple garments that the Greek elite, wore, and you can see it because they have solidified themselves in history. That is stolen or borrowed or whatever you want to call it from older civilizations. That's what people don't understand. Everything is stolen or taken or given or borrowed from an older civilization. They were like They were like the greatest. They were like the greatest trade. They were the greatest at trade. Now I hear what you're talking about. I hear what you're talking about. What's the sources? Well, I tell you, I got like 40 different sources right in front of me. So I mean, you pick one. You pick one. You tell me what part of what I said you don't believe in, and I'll give you the exact source for it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to. Well, what really? You know what I'm saying? Like, what part do you want to know about? And I give you the source to that, and I tell you where to go find exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not saying you're debating me. I'm just saying, like, if you want an exact source, ask for the exact source of what exact point. Because I deal with so much information that it's hard to break it down to. It's hard for me just to tell what. Oh, I'm talking about. I was just talking about the Phoenicians, and now I'm about to start talking about what people will call Christendom. You know what I'm saying? Where we get the modern and the historical contexts of things. That's what I basically am talking about. My bad, brother. That's basically what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically talking about being able to discern between modern concepts and ancient concepts, and you know not letting people just lie to us no more. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thing. I'm just tired of people allowing people just to lie to them and them just taking a word for it. So I'm pretty much mixing like two videos I would upload into one, just because why not? Let me just keep on going. And this is Christendom. What people say, a lot of people don't even know what they mean. They don't even know what they're saying when they're saying Christendom, or they saying that I'm a Christian, or this, that, and the third. So I'm just gonna say it. The contemporary meaning, what we mean now when we say Christendom, Christian or Christendom, is a worldwide community of Christians that adhere to Christianity. That's how most people look at it, as Christendom. Yeah, I seen that video, but I had to really kind of think that how much was it worth me even responding? You know, my ego wanted to respond. Yeah, about Islam. Yeah, my ego wanted to respond, but what really did he say? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not trying to be a snob, but then I don't want my time wasted at the end of the day. He said that we built civilizations. He said that we, you know, what did he say that I said exact time periods and exact groups of people? I get to the root of things. What did he say? He didn't say anything worth a rebuttal. He was just trying to get under my skin. And the thing is, the main reason why I didn't respond to him is because his first interaction with me was him commenting saying, "Oh, here comes another hotep nigga thinking he know about Islam." And why would I respond to you when you going to try to come out and disrespect me, homie? You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't respond to the brother. And I seen him. He had a video about me, but like, really, what does he say in the video? That's what I want to know. What does he say that I should even respond to him about? Actually, you know what I'm saying? In the historical context, is this what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, you know, it's crazy. I try not. I'm really trying not to let these people get to me. What's up, Lo? Trying not to let people get to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a tactic at the end of the day. It's a tactic at the end of the day. They try to get you sidetracked when they know you talking about some real stuff. And one more thing on this video before I start going back in. He was just trying to get me sidetracked because I said the keyword Islam. That's who I was talking about when. That's what I was talking about when I was saying, like, you've been subscribed to me for all this time and you ain't never had no problem with anything I said, but then as soon as I bring up Islam, now you want to make comments that and disrespect me in comments, and basically could go so far as to say you want to debate me. But like, dog, like, come on, man, like, you can't, like I don't want to say he's not on my level, but come on, man, get on my level, dog. What did you didn't respond to any of the points I made. I mean, it's sad to say I probably know more about Islam than he does. Let me hold up. Let me go in. See, y'all about to make me go in. Y'all about to make me go in on this Islam. I bet you I'm gonna say a whole bunch of things that he don't know about Islam right now. Okay, I wonder, does he know that followers of Islam believe that Allah had always existed? The followers of Islam believe Allah had always existed. Muhammad is just seen as their final prophet. And people gotta use their common sense. Why is Muhammad their final prophet? Because he did some fabrications, and I'm about to get into some stuff that I bet you nobody don't know about Islam. Like I brought up in my other video, the one he got mad about. Khadijah, Lady Khadijah, who was Muhammad's first wife. Now, when he was married to Khadijah, he was monogamous. But then when Khadijah died, then he switched to polygamy. I think that's quite key. Because he was married into one of the ancient bloodlines. Khadijah controlled the caravans, the trade caravans, which Muhammad and his uncle dabbled in, but Lady Khadijah ran the whole shit. Let me keep going. Muhammad's first wife, and believed to be the mother of the believers. Their daughter was Fatima. And Fatima and Khadijah are considered the most important women in Islam. Well, now Islam treats women like, I'm just gonna be 100. Now Islam treats women like straight dirt or crap. But when Muhammad started Islam, two women were held with reverence. Muhammad told Khadijah everything. Islam is for Arabs. And that's what people don't understand. That's a chip on my soldier about black people in Islam. Islam is for Arabs. I don't know why black people won't go back in history and put themselves in. They don't want to be kings and pharaohs and the suits, but they want to be Arabs. I don't understand that. Lady Khadijah, her grandfather was the progenitor of the Asad clan, a tribe in Mecca. One of the oldest. Her grandfather started one of the oldest tribes in Mecca. Muhammad was pretty much like an outsider, and that was what all the war was about. He had to come back in and he had to reconquer Mecca. So, what's up, Infinite? He had to recover. He had to reconquer Mecca. That's what all this war was about in actuality. Okay, Lady Khadijah was the trade merchant that had caravans going from Syria in the summertime and Yemen in the wintertime. And Syria and this, come on, anybody who knows anything about this stuff, Syria and respect family, what's up, last? You know, people that knows anything, Syria and Yemen is like that. That's that real that's real power and real. That's what that real shit was about. So let me try to keep on going. She this is key. I think this is rather key. Lady Khadijah, and this is how I'm gonna say it. This is why she got linked up with Muhammad. She saw potential in, and let me just come out and really say what I'm about to say. Everybody wanted to give so much reverence to all these Islamic people want to give so much reverence to Muhammad, but in actuality, Lady Khadijah was the one, the real brains, the real bronze, the real money, the real power behind Muhammad, even though Muhammad took all the credit. And one of the reasons why she even got in a position where well, Muhammad, how her and Muhammad even got together is because she didn't subscribe to a lot of the ancient ways. She in a way probably was doing what I'm trying to get people to do. She was like, why should I keep following the old ways when I can create my own way? And I think that's what happened with Muhammad and Lady Khadijah. She Now I ain't saying he scammed her. I'm saying did they work together? You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he scammed her per se. A lot of people do say that. I have heard that. I have heard that, he scammed her or whatever. And, at the beginning, I kind of thought that until I researched. But now that I researched, I see that she was down with it. She was down with it. She got with him. And put this, how did she, now how did he couldn't scam her. That's why they got married. She asked for his hand. She asked for his hand. She wanted him. She asked for his hand at the end of the day. Yeah, she asked for his hand. She wanted to marry him. She was like, she put the word out, was like, yeah, that's who I want. And then they got down. I just think it's kind of powerful that when he was with her, he was monogamous, but when she died, he went to polygamy because he had the power, he had the money. So he was like, hey, I might as well, Then he wanted to get more. And then also, yeah, the uncles, they knew so much about that trade route that they was like, they knew who she was. You know what I'm saying? They knew who she was for real, which Muhammad probably didn't. He probably didn't know her pedigree like that. So the uncles was like, they was probably more scared than anything. They was like, look, you about to go over here and well, the uncles, I got it right here. So you had me pulling out. You got me pulling out. We can go into all the sources. We can go into all the sources. Oh, my bad. We can go into all the sources. Where did it? Let me see. I just read that last night. What did the uncle say? First, it was kind of like, first of all, it was like, shout out, same got the same dude. You know, I try to keep me a couple. I try to keep me a couple, but in history, we're we can't even really say exactly what uncle it was. You know, it's because he had two uncles that were high level in the trade routes. Uh, Damn, where is it? Oh, Abu Bark. That was one of the uncles. The other one was like a Ben something, I think. Oh, her uncle. See, her uncle was Yo, y'all got me. All right, that's what's up. Her uncle was man, her uncle, man, they was plugged in, man. Her uncle, she was plugged in for sure, family. For sure, she was plugged in. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Pull this up. Get my shit to work. Yes. Oh yeah, but that goes to really like the four. It's like the four idols, man. It's like the four idols, fam. It was Allah. It was It was like the y'all got me going all in my shit right now. It was the four idols. It was Venus. It was Venus. It was Allah the moon. It was Al Uzera Venus. It was Manat Faith. It's three. I think it's four. But that's just the three I see right now. But it was the three deities. And they believed in basically idol worship and everything. And when Lady Khadijah got with Muhammad, she was the one who came in because she never rocked with the idol worship like that. She was the one that took it. She was the one that got him to whittle it down to just Allah. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. I mean, let me try to pull up cause y'all asked a good ass question about the grandfather. They was plugged in. I'm trying to tell you, they was plugged in. Where Lady Khadijah? I ain't bookmark my shit. My bad. Let me there you go. Alright. Pull it up so I can get into what y'all talking about. And people, let me say this real quick. People say Wiki is bullshit or whatever, but let me tell you two things about Wiki. Number one about Wiki is that I think it's either every hour or every 24 hours. They go through Wiki and see if it's bullshit or not. You know what I'm saying? And if it's bullshit, they take it off of Wiki. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why people say Wiki is not a good starting source. I'm not saying you fucking live or die by Wiki, but you can use Wiki to get at least basic understanding on shit, and then you know what to go and look for. When you're looking for, you know what books to go look for. So, I use Wiki like a motherfucker, but it's not where I stop at. I start at Wiki, and then I'll bring it. Then I hit you with the real books and shit later on. But you're not going to know what books to even look for, or or you're not going to know what you're looking for unless you have basic understanding, family. And that's what Wiki gives you. Wiki gives you basic understanding to where shit. I at least know pretty much what's going on. Now I can go out and get these books where I know they exactly know what they're talking about. Boom, boom, boom. Like I say, all this stuff is doorways. And you get to the front door and then you keep going. You know what I'm saying? You go to the front door, then you open the front door, then you walk in it. And then you go to the back door, and then you get to the backyard. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what's up with this Khadijah. Where they was talking about the uncles. Yeah, that Quraush. That is a extremely powerful tribe in the Medina or Mecca area. You know what I'm saying? They they were one of the first tribes that Muhammad had to go to war with at the end of the day. That book, just so y'all know, that one book that I was working with, it's a little book, but that joint is powerful. That joint got straight information in it. The joint is called Islamic Weapons, Warfare, and Armies, the Muslim Military Operations Against the Crusaders. Powerful, yeah. Y'all might want to look into that. And this is another book. I'm about to have a book fair in a minute. Let me just try to find out a little bit more about the grandfather real quick, because that was a great ass question. That was a great question, because that's how we really get to the truth of questions, by asking questions like that. You gotta find out, well, who was this person's grandfather? You know what I'm saying? That was a powerful question. So, alright, so this is a Khadijah's immersion caravan. Okay, she was known as, that's what she was known as, the pure one. Dad, she was known as the queen of Quraysh, or the pure one. Damn, what is that telling y'all? She was known as the queen of that area, of the princess of that area, and the pure one. That's deep. So I just want to ask this question. Where would Muhammad be? Would there have been a Muhammad if he didn't marry Lady Khadijah? No. And to answer my own question, no. You would not have heard of no Muhammad if she didn't choose to marry him. It would have been whoever she chose to marry, we would be talking about in history now. Even his name was Muhammad, Billy Ray, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's deep. Okay. Dang, and Khadijah the Great. That's deep. Well, I just seen about the where is okay, her father. Okay, that's her father. That's her father. Well, what you mean not necessarily? You think we would have heard about Muhammad if he wasn't clicked up with her, man? Dang, man, I wish I could find that. Where was the grandmother? Fuck, I can't even find that shit. Damn. I can't find that shit right now, but that is a good question, and I'm probably gonna have to do a whole another video just on that, cause that was a great ass question. But let me just talk about this one point. See, she didn't believe in per se idol worship, so that's where in a way where the prohibition to idol worship comes in. And let me just say this. You know, the point that I was trying to get people to understand is that a lot of these prohibitions, number one, Islam, Christianity, and the Jewish faith are the same thing. They go hand in hand at the end of the day. When you look at it and you study the history of it, there, yeah, she believed in, well, she was a, to be honest, I think she believed in commerce. She ran the trade routes. She believed that you let people believe what they want to believe, they spend less money. I think that's what she kind of believed in. But yeah, she kind of was. She believed in monotheism, if you could say that. But I think she believed in control. I think she understood control of the trade routes. I think she understand control of the trade routes, which in turn helped her to understand that you need to control people. You know what I'm saying? But these are all the same thing. All of the same. Remember I was telling y'all about the 48 prophets. The 48 prophets for Christianity, or the 48 prophets for Islam. They have all the same prophets, family. Just like I was telling y'all. Why would a caliphate help a group of Jewish scribes, the Masoretic texts? You know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing at the top. But somehow they got everybody else fighting over it. And that's why that's what we need to see, so we can get some traction at the end of the day. We need to get traction. We need to start building, because I want my family, I want my bloodline. See, that's what I'm talking about. They the ones that they are just the late sect. They're the last sect. You know, those Kazanazi or Khazars or Kazanazi, whatever. They are the latest sect. They the ones who just, see, when you have a generational plan, eventually somebody's going to make the plan. If 100 tribes fail, eventually one is going to succeed. And that's what it is about them. Straight up parasites, fam. Straight up parasites. And that's just what they did. They were the last roach in the room. That's why I look at the modern day Jews and the modern day Arabs. I'm sorry. And like I said, everybody's not in on the rub, but a lot at the very top. I mean, you know, it's not even necessarily all Arab people ancestors, but a lot of these people done fucked over our ancestors at the end of the day. Everybody's ancestors. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. They done fucked over our ancestors. So that's why I feel how I feel about them. For real. Like, that shit some real shit. Yep. Exactly. That's why it's supposed that's why. And you brought up a key point. You know, until Islam, until this later version of the Bible we have, our systems were meant to change. Until Muhammad, Islam was ever evolving. Until Muhammad, he started all that. I'm the last prophet. My word is. You know, he's the one who closed the book. At the end of the day, he's the one who closed the book. Look at this, family. See this book right here? This book's called The Battle. I mean, yeah, well, not Islam per se. You know, calling it Islam in a way, I feel like, you know, not to go against you, but I'm just saying we don't even know what to call it. But like you said, you know, Islam has always existed, but it won't Islam. You know what I'm saying? It won't Islam. It was something else. You know what I'm saying? This book got all the 100 most. Yeah, with yep, yep, yep. Y'all right. Y'all going in. This book got the 100 most important battles in it, and it was written by a lieutenant colonel. So he, come on, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Let me see. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all where some of my information on Islam and some of these more later aspects is going to come from. Appreciate it. Look at this. This is Holy Warriors, a modern history of the Crusades. Holy Warriors, the modern history of the Crusades. I'm gonna show you a couple more. I'm gonna show y'all this one because this one is real deep, and this shows that how much they were connected. The Sultan and the Queen. But everybody take their little chunk. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like to me. Everybody takes their little chunk, and you know, cause see, they understand what we can't get a lot of people who are not oppressive to understand. You can believe what you believe in. Believe what you want to believe. But at the end, they wanted to get money. They wanted to oppress everybody else. So, yeah, you can believe what you believe, but at the end of the day, hey, you on code? You going to stay on code? Are you down to oppress everybody else? And that's the only thing. They don't judge things like everybody else does. You know, on the lower level, we're worrying about, oh, he's a Muslim and I'm this. They don't care about what you are. Hey, is you down with the cost of get money and oppress everybody else? That's what they care about at the end of the day. So everybody takes their little piece, and at the end of the day, you lost me on that, fam. But look at this, the Sultan and the Queen. This is a book talking about the relationship between the caliphates and the British Crown. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what that is pretty much. They wasn't even, they the same Arabs that took over, they those Luxor Arabs that I was talking about. I mean, probably some of them are offshoots. Probably some of them, but I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point. I give it to you. That's a good point, but I think it's not that cut and dry. But yeah, you know, a good couple, you know, a certain family or two, yes, probably is most likely. You know what I'm saying? Good family or two. Man, they friend with anybody they can use at the end of the day. You know, these people are really common. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these people are some real ass common. Oh shit, yeah. They really the common. And this is where I'm getting some of my Phoenician information from. Out of Arabia. Just so y'all know. Those who know want to know. Some of the sources, like, let me get to this shit. Cause these, I like these ones right here. I'll show y'all these joints. See this? The fourth crusade goes into like this is the sacking of Constantinople. This is the sacking of Constantinople. And this see these joints got just shit that nobody. This is not what they telling you in history school. This is Sicily, about the island of Sicily. The whole breakdown. The whole breakdown. Look at this. Queens of Egypt. This is all the queens of Egypt. From all of them, all the way down to Cleopatra, where it ended. And you gotta understand, it's more than one. It's more than one Cleopatra. Yeah. To me, the real Islam was more tribal. Was more tribal. And we gotta understand about the ancient systems. The ancient systems were not controlled like that. Like you said, peace and balance. The ancient systems weren't controlled like that. People, you ran your own little whatever. And as long as you weren't wilding out, shit, you was good. As long as you wasn't wilding out, you was good. You know what I'm saying? You was good. You pretty much do what you do. As long as you was wilding out, you wasn't fucking nobody over in trade. It was more moral based than anything. That's what in ancient times. That's what ancients used to go to war over. Oh, it's a tribe over here that's ripping everybody off. Well, or this is a tribe over here that's stealing our children. Shit like that. Like real shit. Not no, oh, they have a resource they don't want to give us to for a fair price. That's what we go to war for now. Oh, they have something we want and they won't give it to us. That's what we go to war now about. People rather spend money off of shit that's not going to benefit them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they rather buy. They rather go to Benihana. They rather buy Jordans. They rather have that Fiji water around their neck than buy a book that not only they can read and better themselves. That you ain't lying, man. But that's why I was saying in another video, we gotta get to the point where we gonna in a way I kind of feel I kind of pre I kind of feel like we as men going to have to defend our women to a certain point to even regain our women. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they feel like we turned our backs on them. We wouldn't fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm so warlike at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? In ways I wish I wasn't, but that's just who I am. You know, it's like you disrespect my elders, you mess with my woman. You know what I'm saying? You even just disrespect women. Period. I'm probably going to be at your neck. You know what I'm saying? And I think we got to make an example, and we got to make an example. It's like we can't let these people get away with the shit. We got to start checking them, and in turn, hopefully, you know, the women that are worthwhile. And that's another thing we just gonna have to be coming to terms with. Everybody ain't worth your while. Everybody ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everybody just ain't worth it. But for the women that are worth it, the real men gonna have to do some. You know, we're gonna have to show and prove, man. We're going to, we got to make some example of some. Like I said, some people might have to lose their heads off of disrespecting the wrong women. I seen this video on YouTube or Instagram where this dude is beating up somebody's grandma, and everybody's just standing around watching and somebody recording. If that was me there, I would have whooped Cuz ass and I would have whooped the dude recording's tail. Real talk. We gotta stop. The ones who ain't scared, at least, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this stuff is crazy. Like, just our society is out of order at the end of the day. Our society is all the way out of order. And like, we just gotta start caring about more than just ourselves. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know. Totally out of order, family, and I'm just like, I don't. It's hard. It's hard for me sometimes because I'm just like Black Gunner, like Low Freak was saying earlier. You know, we're different. Like I felt different my whole life actually. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why won't I used to be the bulliest bully in school. Oh, you picking on little Billy? I'll probably put you in the locker. I don't care how big you are. I'll come around the corner with 15 goons on you. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been different. I've always been different. And I just think if we gonna be gangsters, if we going, you know what I'm saying, if we gonna be gangsters, if we gonna use all of this, if I can use my talents to just make money, then I can use my talents to liberate people. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? If you gangster, you gangster in everywhere you go. You should be gangster everywhere you go, and you should be gangster in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem. Appreciate it, man. We just different. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna. You're not gonna come. You're not just gonna. You're not gonna beat on nobody's grandmother in front of me. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you with. It's just gonna be. It's just gonna be a gang war or whatever. It's just gonna be a war. If it comes to that, you know what I'm saying? I am, I got watch what I say, but that's really what it is. You're not gonna beat on nobody grandmother because I know one thing. If that was my grandmother, every face that I saw in that video, I would be hunting for. You stood there and watched my grandmother get beat. These guys, and they want to think they hard. That's what they think is hard. That's what they think is hard. Beating on somebody's grandmother is hard. Come on, family. That ain't hard to me. That ain't hard to me. You know what I'm saying? That is straight. That is softer than soft. That is softer than baby poo. That is the softest of the soft. And what is up with this society where everybody, people, the weak, the truly weak is looked at as they fucking doing something. They doing something, but they not, family. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me, like this little pump dude. This little pump dude, he got signed to, and that's what people need to really look at. This little punk got signed to WB. WB signed this ignorant punk. I don't get it. All I know is I'm trying to make enough difference in my life so I can have influence over my children's life. Little Pump. This Little Pump, he doesn't even rap. He has choruses that turns into little. He got this song that's like 1 minute and 48 seconds. And WB signed this dude. He just got signed to I didn't even know WB was still signing people. And to me, that tells a lot, family. That tells a lot of where WB stands in all this. WB signed this ignorant fool. This fool is ignorant. He is a punk. His name is Little Pump. Oh, you know it was a 360. You know they raping him. You know he getting raped. You can tell the ignorance is clear. The clear ignorance is clear, just willing to sell out. Just willing to sell out. Willing to sell out. Selling out with a smile on my face. I've been selling bricks since the first grade. That's one of his infamous lines. But I just don't understand why ignorance is looked at as right. Right. And if you didn't have the money, to a certain point, I really just wish somebody that had some heart and wanted to do right get some money. That's what I hope. That's what I hope for. That's what I pray for. In a way, that's one of the only reasons why I would want to be famous or whatever you call it. You know, you can't have no deal. And that's the thing, it's harder. You can't have no deal and be fair. You can't have no deal and want to do better for the people. Because they're not going, at the end of the day, they don't just don't, and people would think this is crazy, but they don't let you give back. They don't let you give back. You know what I'm saying? Not like you should. All that money Diddy got, you think he can't buy a state and still have money? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. I don't get it. All this money and people, and also I don't understand is, why do people continuously pay into these people? Why they keep on paying into the people when all they do is take? All they do is take from you. All they do is take from you. And it wouldn't cost them nothing at the end of the day to give back to the community. Because they could write it off, and you got to understand taxes. You understand taxes, the more money you have, you write it off. These people could repair neighborhoods and write it off, and they don't. These people could buy apartments. You're right. I mean, but money is money. It's a tool. Money is money. It's a tool. They ain't got no hearts. Now they'll get somebody shot. They'll do a lot of stuff for money. Somebody stepped on their shoes. Somebody disrespected them. But they don't have enough heart to eradicate the homeless situation. They don't have enough heart to do anything. Well, you got to see the. You got me started on Malcolm. See, Malcolm X, Malcolm X, he messed up. He messed up because he got soft at the wrong time. To me, Martin Luther King, Tupac, he should have cut ties. To me, if Tupac was. He was smart, but he still wanted to be in the circles. He had to completely. If Tupac started talking like he was talking and completely cut ties, there will be a totally different story than right now. But he still wanted to be hanging out with everybody. He still wanted to be in the clubs. He still wanted to be hanging out with everybody. That's what happened with Tupac. Martin Luther King, though. His name's Martin Luther. I think they got him when he was young. I think they got his family. You gotta look into how the military keeps track of different families and puts them in different military operations. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I think Martin Luther King was probably one of these families, sad to say, slightly coon families that were used to indoctrinate and used to keep people's attention away from true liberation. True liberation, you know what I'm saying? Truly being liberated. Martin Luther King was working with the unions the whole time. How you working with the unions but you supposed to be liberating the people? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? He was working with the unions and he was working with the government It's a movie called what's it called? All the Way Up or All the Way. It's a movie on HBO. That tells you the backstory about Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might want to look into that. Anybody who got HBO on deck or whatever, look at the movie called All the Way or something, and it goes into the racist ass president. What was his Joe? Was it Joe? Was it Joe Ford? I can't. I think it was Joe Ford. Well, whoever was the president with Martin Luther King, it goes into that. Well, I think it was Joe Ford. He took over after Kennedy got assassinated. Like we just got to come to terms with the backstory to history. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff is crazy when you look at it. And every time we get somebody who want to try to better the population, they use their tactics. We just gotta learn their tactics, and we gotta learn and expect their tactics at the end of the day. We really do. You know what I'm saying? That's the way we can defeat them. I don't think it gets to me when people say that, oh, we can't win. That really gets to me. Cause that's why I have the I am at the beginning of my Phoenix bars. Because you think, so therefore you are. So if you think we can't win, you ain't gonna win. But if I think I can win, and you think we can't win, nothing can be done, then that's what happens at the end of the day. That's what happens at the end of the day. You gonna lose, I'm gonna win. Exactly, and you got that Martin Luther. His name is Martin Luther over Martin Luther from the Lutheran Church. The Lutheran Church. That's where he got his name from, Martin Luther. And it's like it's a play on words, and that's what you gotta understand. Where it's like certain devices that they use to let you know and let other people know that what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? You know that's crazy, and that's why, in a way, that's why it's an MLK in almost it's everywhere. It's almost everywhere there's an MLK, but there's not a Malcolm X Boulevard everywhere. There's not a Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying? Really, in a way, that's how you can tell who real and fake. Martin Luther King is the only one that has a so-called holiday. Yeah, it's always in the hood because they're not going. He was a coon. I'm sorry. He was kind of a sellout. He's kind of a coon. Because the way I look at it, if he really wanted to liberate people, him and Malcolm X would have been working together, and then we would have a totally different world, I think. You know what I'm saying? If those two great men put their minds together, where we could be in society. You know what I'm saying? Where could we be in society right now? Those two great men put their heads together. And at the end of the day, even though Malcolm was an ex-pimp, thug, whatever you want to say, yes, the great pacifier. The great one. The great pacifier. They got us, he got the whole movement sidetracked. Which the whole movement was kind of like, it's us wanting better rights wasn't the problem. It was the way that it was going about being got. There was a problem, because if you look at that time period and before, if you look at that, yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. That's what's up. But if you look at the just as social politically, and our dealings in commerce before Martin Luther King, if we would have just been left alone, we'd have been alright. You know what I'm saying? the nuclear family. That's when everything got messed up with Martin. That's what I feel in a way. Martin Luther King kind of opened the door for everything to get messed up at the end of the day. He let feminism in. He let, like I said, he was working with the unions and the government. He was working with the unions. He was trying to use the unions to broker a deal with the U.S. government. Come on. And why would you do that when you standing in front of the people? That's true. Riots don't. I don't understand what riots don't work. Riots don't work like that. Only way a riot will work is you would have to go to these certain these other areas. Well, I don't understand why people you always want to riot in your own area. Nah, go uptown. Go up where these people have the very nice houses. Riot there. Riot in these nice neighborhoods. That would make change. Cause I tell you, the non-racist people, they get their neighborhood messed up. Then they be on the government's ass to be like, look, y'all better stop playing with these people. They coming in my neighborhood messing things up. You know, why you gonna destroy your own? Why you gonna destroy your own stuff at the end of the day? I don't get it. Why would you want to destroy your own area? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're just to the point. I just think we're just to the point. We need to start thinking of what really works the best. You know what I'm saying? I don't think rioting or marching or none of that stuff works at all per se. But if I'm going to riot, I'm not going to riot in my own neighborhood. I'm gonna go uptown. Yeah, but they was basically they was in a same area in Baltimore, and that was right. That's like close to where I'm at. That's close to where I'm at, man. And it's just it's kind of getting to me that why is nobody not bright enough to be like, cause in a way, cause I know the answer to that, cause a lot of this is controlled opposition. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. We might have to link. We might have to link. We definitely might have to link. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't understand why nobody was I'm like Merlin. I'm in Merlin. I'm like 20 minutes from DC. I'm like 20 minutes from DC. I'm in Merlin by like Largo. If you know the areas by like Largo, Bowie. Yeah, all that. Yeah, it is easier said than done. Okay, that's what's up. Shoot, we right around the corner, you know. Right around the corner, you know. That's what's up. Shoot, but we just I just think we need to start thinking of better ways. How can we win? We need to start thinking like they think. How we can win. We need to start thinking. We need to start playing chess, not checkers. And people always say that, but I want to know when people gonna start playing checkers. You know what I'm saying? A matter of fact, we can do some Harry Potter shit, and we need to play wizards chess. You know what I'm saying? If they want to play chess on a regular chess, let's play wizards chess on that ass. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think we need to be trying to do. Straight up like that. That's what we need to be trying to do. We need to find a way because it can be done. They've been fearing this. They've been fearing this to happen for so long, and we need to make it happen. Despite all of everything they've done to destroy us, and we still here. Like fair people of all races are still here, willing to work together, and that's to me, that's the real power. That's the real power. That's the real freedom. That they have done everything, and they probably should have destroyed us. They should probably have crushed our will completely by now, but they can't. And you think they don't see that? You know what I'm saying? You know, I just think that's crazy, family. We just need to find a way to. We need to find a way to do something. Because I'm gonna be honest, look, I have. We have to deal with our own. We have to deal with our own issues and stuff, like within our families, and I think that's enough to be able to combat. I have children. I want my children to have a chance. You know, and that's just what it is. I want my children to have a chance. You know, I think, especially the if you're old enough to fight, you need to be thinking of, you know, maybe I can give up a little bit of comfort so my family can have all the comfort. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. Children had to be taught though. We can't just, and see, that's what elders have done to us, which is complete bull. They want to not teach us. They want to not take a proper role in our lives and then think, "Oh, I know better than you." They want what the hierarchy wants. They want to be, they want to, "No, I'm bigger and better than you." That's what a lot of our leadership has done. But I'm talking about properly teaching the children. I'm talking about being hands on to where you help the children, you help the next generation, so they not so, and not just tell them some fly shit. They're telling people fly shit at the end of the day is the fucking problem. Everybody want to talk fly, but nobody ain't willing to do nothing. And that's what I'm young enough to understand. That's what young people respect. Show me how to do something, not just talk fly and talk down to me. That is my problem with leadership. Everybody wants to talk, "Oh, you should know better. You should know better," which I slightly agree with. But if you don't know better, well, nigga, teach me then. Motherfucker, teach me. And that's what leadership doesn't want to do. They think they think they so much better than us. And it's due to this corrupt system. Because this corrupt system gets hold of them. And they put a little bit of money in their pocket. Now all of a sudden I'm better than all the rest of the people. Instead of taking that money from them and using it to help the people, they don't. You're right. They want to be on top forever. They don't want to step down. They don't want to pass the torch. They want to stay in a certain pace forever. Hmm. And that's true. That's why everything happened. Feminism. That's what feminism was. Hatcher. Come on, people look into the stuff, and people want to believe, and people rather be a woman to nowadays rather be a feminist, and she doesn't even understand the history of feminism, how it basically was put in place to destroy not only the black woman but the woman period. The woman period. Women of all races. That feminism is the problem. Because if you got somebody you can love, you got somebody you can trust, you better be trying to, build with that person. You better be trying to, hey, you got my back, I got you back, your back. And that's the problem with relationships. Nobody want to have each other back. Everybody want to take. Everybody want to take at the end of the day. Nobody want to give. That's just crazy. That's why it goes back to Martin Luther King. Before Martin Luther King, we had the nuclear families. We had the nuclear families before Martin Luther King. And, I studied the Black Panthers a lot. And, around that time, everybody came in. That's why picketing and marching doesn't work. Because I remember a certain time, everybody mobbed out with afros in front of a government building. And then all they had to do is let the people in and give them jobs. And then the next day, they had haircuts and suits and ties on. And we got to be willing to not sell out. And I don't understand what really is so hard about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in a way because my life has been so fucking hard anyway. I might as well not sell out. You know what I'm saying? I might as well not sell out. But I don't understand why people are so willing to trade their whole families over a little bit of comfort. That's just not Gucci to me. I'd rather struggle with my family now, and even in hopes that the next generation is gonna be hard bodied. You know, we just gotta we get to really it's just it's a testament to who's really who's gonna be down, who's down, who's not. And if you're not down, you might want to keep it moving when it comes to some people. Right, because they just gonna bleed you dry. It goes back to this point that I always make. In Soviet Union, all of the people who were so quick to snitch on everybody else, were so quick to work with the Soviet Union, as soon as they got complete control, those very same snitches, those very same sellouts got imprisoned and murdered by the Soviet Union. Because you know why? Nobody likes to snitch. Nobody wants to work with us. If you're going to sell out your own people, why would I want to have any dealings with you? Why would I want to deal with you? And people not even smart enough to see that. I kind of just feel this shit is genetic. So 9 times out of 10, all of us here, we would never sell out. We would never have we probably done lived a million times, and in those million times we never sold out. But these same people that will sell out, they've been selling out for thousands. Their ancestors been selling out. They've been selling out for years. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm about to get off here, family. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna start doing the live thing more often. Y'all always know I'm the one who say, leave comments, leave topics. I'll look into them. So if there's certain topics y'all want to hear about, I appreciate y'all. Certain topics y'all want to hear about, just leave any comment on my videos. Oh man, see, you would definitely go have me too. I've been trying to get into Adam and Eve. I've been trying to get into Adam and Eve, and I got that's one of the books. I got that book right over there. It's the first and second book of Adam and Eve. Let me show y'all real quick. See this? This joint is crazy, man. This is crazy. But I'm gonna get into that most definitely. I'm definitely gonna get into that. You gonna have me pull it to the side. I'm gonna have to do some notes on that thing. But Lilith, yes, man. People don't even know none of this. People don't know none of this. But they say they want to say they certain things, but they don't know nothing about their own stuff. You know, it's just crazy. Well, I'm just saying, I appreciate y'all. You know, we gonna get in. We gonna start building. We gonna start getting mobile. I'm about to start getting mobile so we can start really building. What's good? What's good under? You know what I'm saying? And we gonna try and make a change. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know, we really gonna try and make a change. You know, we gonna make a run for this, and we gonna get these people a run for their money at the end of the day. Peace, fam. Phoenix Bars, the Paradigm Killer.